I just need to unmute Winter. There we go. Welcome back, everybody, to what could be our final tiebreak match for Group B. MUFC, they lost their first tiebreak versus Vici Gaming. If they lose this one, they finish third in the group. So there's two possibilities. Possibility number one, MUFC loses this game. If they lose this game, they're the team that gets knocked out. Vici Gaming will be third place, Tongfu will be second. Possibility number two is Tongfu loses this game, MUFC wins. But then we have another three-way tie, and I think we'd have another tie break, but I don't know if it's today or maybe before the playoff games that are supposed to happen tomorrow. We'll address the details of option number two if it comes to fruition. But for now, just know that MUFC has to win this game or they're out of the tournament. I'm LD, I'm joined here by Winter. We're broadcasting the G League Season 2 Group B action on behalf of Beyond the Summit. And Winter, this is a matchup where the last time these two teams faced, Tongfu really demolished MUFC 2-0, and it was not a close series at all.
Yeah, and Tongfu still opted to ban off the Tinker, even though it didn't work out for them so well, MUFC Tinker, but they still prefer not to fight something MUFC is good at and comfortable with.
Yeah, it's one of the best split-pushing carries, and it's also one of Ohio and X Freedom's signature heroes, so let's see what's left in the pool right now for Tongfu. That Mag is available.
Magnus.
Lone Druid, Anti-Mage.
I think there's no rush for Tongfu to pick Sarah Bear or any sort of hero that sticks and presents 5-man Dota because it's not really something MUFC excels at.
That's right. That's what we saw last game, is they just struggle to execute 5-man Dota lineups, even if they draft a good one on paper.
Yeah, it was a really good 5-man Dota lineup before, but just the execution-wise, it wasn't their style, and you could see all the players that weren't quite comfortable with the heroes and the style that they were required to play to win the game, and lots of mistakes and getting picked off here and there by the Storm and the Bat Rider.
Tongfu deliberating very much so over this first pick, and we've seen some interesting things from them. As far as supports go, the Shadow Demon and the Rubik, very popular. Well, maybe we'll see them open up with the Rubik to start this game, but no, Keeper the Light, the other signature support for all the teams.
The king of defending towers and split pushers.
Yes.
Recall.
He is vulnerable to certain split pushers who can assassinate him, but we'll see if MUFC go for one of those. The Anti-Mage is the big one, but just not a hero we see much of from MUFC.
Yeah, I don't really think they will pick the Anti-Mage. Yeah,
no. It's a 5-man Dota type opening.
Well, they could also use the Lone Druid as a split pusher with the Radiance Bear and still fit in MUFC style. They could still do that.
Do you think we'll see that offlane Darkseer with the Ion Shell on the Bear to try and just jack the creep camp?
That's one thing they could do, and it could be potentially very annoying for the supports, especially against Keeper of the Light, and probably the other support would be a Shadow Demon, I presume.
Oh, Tongfu, the Moon Knight Stalker, the How Anti-Mage, they seize them up now. Very early.
Shadow Demon has to be picked here. Shadow Demon.
Yeah, there's a Rubik, but like you said, they really need that Shadow Demon. The one thing, though, is Night Stalker Silence can still mess him up, even if you get the Shadow Demon. You mentioned it in one of the earlier games. Once it gets to the mid-game, it can make the Shadow Demon quite useless if he gets caught.
Yeah, Shadow Demon's really afraid of Night Stalker. Wow. Oh, they're going for the split push stuff, the style. Yeah, Templar Assassin to slow down the Night Stalkers. Farm and level progression to delay the support he gives to his team and split pushing. This is sort of better from MUFC. This is the style that fits them better compared to the last game.
I hope they're not thinking of an aggressive tri-lane. That would not be we have not seen aggressive tri-lanes work at all against Keeper of the Light. Normally you'd see this lineup like a month ago and you wouldn't even think aggressive tri-lane, but I bring it up because we've seen a lot of teams trying to do the creep skipping Darkseer offensive tri-lanes. And I don't think MUFC will do it, but there's an outside shot. Maybe they'd think about it.
It's mostly done with 4 heroes, the quad lane.
That's another strategy that MUFC have used in the past. They've used that 4-man group up, and with Lone Druid and Darkseer, something they've done, and when we say 4-man, we mean actually 4 heroes in the enemy safe lane, just pressuring down. Usually they go for 2 towers, and then they back off and farm.
I don't think it could be a good idea against the Keeper of the Light. Yeah. The minute really screws stuff like that.
It's very difficult.
And one thing they could do is just use Anti-Mage because he has Blink. You go behind the tower, go ahead of your tower and lure the creeps away to the river so that when MUFC is blocking the creeps, they don't have their own creeps as well because the anti-mage will be pulling the creeps away. That's one thing they could do to disrupt the quad lane.
And with Darkseer and Lone Druid already picked up, you don't have heroes to stun and lock down the anti-mage, so he can do that very safely.
Yeah, and judging by the heroes, I don't think they will do it because they just have really strong lanes, and if you usually do it if your lanes are really screwed up and you can't win the lanes, and you're going to lose badly on the laning phase and sort of force you to do the quad lane. But in MUFC situation right now, they have really strong lanes, and I don't think that's something they want to do right now.
So they got the TA, the Shadow Demon is in the pool, we're seeing all supports banned, you gotta figure that last support ban. Well, actually, Tongfu first pick, maybe they take the Shadow Demon here. Oh, unless MUFC ban it.
Yeah, but I think the Shadow Demon pickup should be fine for them, but probably they could do better with some more aggressive, like the Rubik.
Well, the Rubik's banned.
Yeah, the Rubik's banned. Oh, they banned their own Rubik.
I guess they want the Shadow Demon or something else. Yeah, what else would it be?
You have to have a stun though, because Keeper of the Light doesn't provide lockdown in the lane.
The thing is, Shadow Demon is not really that great against Lone Druid or TA because you can't make illusions of that bear, which is pretty
the thing is they just don't want MUFC to have the Shadow Demon. That's why I'm surprised they didn't ban it. But sort of if they take it, it feels like it's not really too good if you run them in their lineup.
It's very weak against 5-man, which MUFC it's not going to be a full 5-man early on, but I mean even the Lone Druid Darkseer +2 or the TA Darkseer +2 is going to be hard to fight later on in the game if you have a Shadow Demon who's really better for those smaller scale engagements.
I wonder what they would pick up here. What else is in the pool?
There's a Lina, there's a Leshrac, two of the big supports that both of these teams have favored.
You don't want to pick a Lina and Leshrac with the Keeper of the Light. How? Unless you're gonna do a Fenrir hitting all your.
That's true. There's no setup. There's no setup. What's available as far as setup actually goes? There's not a whole lot. Shadow Demon did get banned, by the way, by
Either VS, yeah, they banned Shadow Demon. It's either VS or even a Crystal Maiden, but I don't really like
these heroes. They're so weak against a lot of these other heroes.
There's nothing much for them right now.
Oh, I think MUFC may have just put them in a bit of a box here with the second set of bans.
You have to say Tongfu is banning their own heroes as well. They could use a Rubik pickup right now, but they banned it themselves.
Oh, Tongfu. Time. It's the moment of truth for them. Tongfu controls their own destiny here. So does MUFC. Both of these teams. If MUFC win this, then they force another set of tiebreakers. Oh, the mag! How did we forget?
Why is this hero still here?
I actually I got up to put my fan on, but you forgot about the mag too, right? I didn't miss anything?
Yeah, we were talking about... The only time we were talking about the mag was when the first pick, we were wondering if Tongfu would first pick the mag, and they picked a Keeper of the Light, and the hero never appeared in our mag.
We forgot about it, and did MUFC forget about it too? Oh boy.
But anti-mage is doesn't really fit, but still okay because Magnus could still deter the 5-man push with his shockwave spam.
Yeah, and Keeper, shockwave and illuminate. You need a mech. You maybe need the pipe.
Yeah, you need the pipe definitely. You need the pipe.
Oh boy.
You're not gonna go
now with the Sand King. Yeah, now you really need a pipe.
Yeah, Sand King could also be one of the good pickups Tongfu had because it's one of the few initiator and setup stuns left in the game.
What is MUFC going to get? They really need that support to round out this lineup, and the support pool is still very limited for them.
Yeah, both sides desperately needs very good supports.
Maybe we'll see a roaming Sand King. We've seen IG do that a lot with the roaming Sand King.
I think MUFC could pick up the VS here if Tongfu doesn't pick up. The lineup synergizes with them pretty much very well. The aura giving damage to the TA and Lone Druid. He's a very good early roamer if they decide to pit the Sand King and the VS as smoke ganking around. He could also potentially do well in that.
I also want to... Oh, Tongfu, take it. They get the VS. Oh boy. I also want to point out there's a Panda in the pool, which mysteriously neither team has opted to go for. Even though there's a Lone Druid afoot, there's a lot of 5-man potential.
It doesn't fit their style though. They want to play Lone Druid that is split pushing type, not a 5-man Lone Druid type. It doesn't really fit their playstyle.
Well,
And
they're certainly not going to get it now. It's just
I think they could still pick up a Lina. Yeah,
yeah,
they've taken
Lina with the Sand King, good combo.
Am I can't see the players' names correctly. Am I having a glitch or?
I can see them. It's going to be Lane on the Darkseer.
Okay, it's my PC's fault, I
You
think.
may want to restart your Dota before the game really begins.
But I can't already.
You can quit Dota and then reconnect. Just don't leave the game if you want. It's up to you.
Never mind. I just can't see in the scoreboard. But when I look at the players that pick their heroes now, I can see it.
Okay.
Fine.
So it's actually not Net on the Darkseer. Looks like that was, or maybe. Okay, so we have Net playing the Sand King. Smoke and Observer Ward's already picked up. X Freedom on the Lina. Not playing that 3 position. Bit of a switch up
What's
here from
going on?
MUFC. Ohio on the TA. Lone Druid, Bear, and Lane going to the bottom lane. So Lane going to be the off-lane Darkseer, and we're going to see that annoying Ion Shell Bear. Very obnoxious, disruptive towards the poles. And I think
This is
Lone
what we've
Druid.
been talking about the past few games, right?
Yeah,
and
we're
we
gonna
never
see
even
it.
see anyone.
And then the last player, it's going to be Sharky on the safe lane Lone Druid.
And for Tongfu, who is better on the anti-mage other than Hao? And we have Long DD on the VS, Wu on the Night Stalker, Veronica on his Magnus, and last but not least, we have Shansheng, the primary support on the Creeper of the Light.
Yeah, and Long DD on the VS. I'm not sure if you mentioned that. But Veronica
I
on
already
his
mentioned
Mag
it.
again.
Yeah, I already mentioned it just now.
Yeah.
I passed the VS.
Hey, it's been a long day. Better safe than sorry. Don't want to forget to give the players their due here.
And look at the wards placement. this is the first time for me.
Which ward?
This ward. Yeah, I'm drawing it.
Oh, I've
over
seen
your
this one. I've seen this one before. It's quite hard to deward in this position. And it gives you a lot
Yeah,
of a pretty good vision of rotations into the
If you
lane.
check your sentry here, it covers here and pretty much here as well.
Yeah, it's not going to cover a lane ward that's a bit farther back though.
Look at the back. Okay, look at how is experienced enough to know what to do as anti-mage. CTY didn't do this the last game. Look at how
Yeah, he's
doing
controlling.
exactly.
Oh, and they kill the bear too, and block the creep pull. That's a and they
Oh,
got
did
the
they kill the
gold
bear?
for it. Sanction got it. Wow.
Oh, they could kill the bear with. Oh, I think it took too much damage before when he was trying to pull. They shouldn't be able to kill the bear with these 2 heroes. It's very hard. You usually kill the bear with dual stuns, VS and Lash Out. Oh, they're doing the perfect thing, pulling this wave down right now to meet this camp, and Hao is holding up the wave right here, and there won't be any easy levels for
Oh,
lane.
it's going to be hard for him to tank though, because there's an Ion Shell creep here. They're going to go in on lane, but I don't really think they can kill him, even at level 1.
Oh, he got the level 2, the much needed level 2.
Even then, Hal's only level 1, so I don't think they would have been able to kill him, but he's taking a lot of pressure. And with the bear being dead, it will be resummoned, but that's...
It doesn't matter much.
it's
to
not going
Sharky
bottom
since-
anymore.
Yeah. Hey, why is the creeps pushing? I don't understand.
Well, in the bottom lane?
Top lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're not controlling... Well, they're pulling it back now, it looks like. They've done another pull from that.
But Magnus has a free level 2 already. You should be able to control it.
A little bit better.
Yeah, you have to be able to... Magnus is going to do nothing to disrupt the wave.
Did he pull this camp? Right here? The big camp? I don't think so.
Not sure, I didn't see, and I think they made a tactical mistake in the laning phase where you can see here there's 2 camps here, so it means that before that wasn't in the lane trying to help Harris down the Magnus, because Lina alone can't really drive the Magnus off the lane, and you don't have a bear. Your bear's dead for the Lone Druid.
It's hard to bully him. It's hard to bully him.
It's hard to bully him. I think that shouldn't have went and stacked too early. He should have at least assisted the Lina to drive the Magnus out the lane first before proceeding on to stack the camps.
So Ohio heading towards that top rune. He's level 3. He is out. He's winning this middle lane so far. A matchup the TA should have a pretty good time in.
He has to win the middle lane against a Night Stalker.
It's the whole point of the TA mid in this matchup is to dominate the Night Stalker, or at least to do better than him, if not completely shut him down.
Yeah. Oh, Darkseer. I thought he would leave it for. Apparently he wasn't going to take it. He wants just to focus on the lane and get his farm going.
Well, Ohio can at least bottle Crow, but double damage is definitely nice to help you out CS the Moo on the Night Stalker.
And he doesn't really help the Darkseer too much unless it's a haste or Invis rune.
Helps him there. Two last hits. There you go. And now Veronica, he's pulling this camp. They're not bullying him off the lane, so now it's just going to be easier and easier.
Yeah, heroes are really hard to bully him off the lane. They prefer to farm the NC more, and
yeah, imagine if you had like a Venomancer here, it'd be much harder for the Magnus. But Lina just not really good in these, throwing the auto attacks out and harassing the hero down.
It's also because of the Sand King that's not around him, that he wants to take some levels. Oh, he messed up the pool. This is going to be big. Veronica is good. Oh, it's the same. I thought there would be an extra creeps down the lane.
Wow, it's a triple. That's a big stack, but...
You usually don't want to stack up the camp here. The reason being, if you get it too big, you can't usually farm it.
Can't kill it, yeah. Well, they have darts here. They might be able to if he rotates.
No, but the point of the supports pulling is just you want to take the levels. You don't want to go, but the experience is very important for you. They have to commit a lot to kill this camp right now. Lina has to come over and use her spells.
Yeah, she'll have to lose. They have Burrow Strike.
Yeah,
they do have Caustic Finale as well. That'll help them to bring it down.
Yeah, stacking, when you do this type of stacking pool, it's good to take a Caustic Finale to help stacking and clearing it off.
Yeah, he's not going to need that Sandstorm now. Night Stalker's the hero is going to go for him, but
Lina's heading to throw the top rune. Oh, is he going to get skewered out on top? I'm going to watch this.
It's only a level 1 skewer. It's going to be hard to find it. Freedom! Freedom! He's afraid of it, but he also wants to try and contest this rune. We'll hit the Light Strike Array. The rune will spawn. It's a regen. He grabs it. What a nice little play by him.
I heard the Magnus cool stomping trying to run the skewer.
He was thinking about, but Freedom just outmaneuvered him there.
Oh, Long Didi was trying to come in from the mid.
Yeah, but...
He can't really gank without the smoke at this point.
And even then, they're not killing the TA with just these two.
It's screwing up with the pool as well. Shang just missed his double pool, and the creep is going to push out. The Daksha should have a fairly easy time right here.
Oh, maybe not though. Illuminate's channeling, he's taking a lot of damage. They'll be okay.
Yes, level 2 search.
And now he's up to level 4.
No problem at all. He doesn't mind.
They're going to go in Ohio, but can they actually kill him? With that refraction, they just don't have damage over time, don't have that third hero to just lock him down, and he's able to escape.
I'm surprised that the BS is even trying so hard to kill the TA with the Night Stalker. He should just focus on helping the keeper clear up all the stack camps, or even at least try to be a nuisance to the Ducks in the lane.
He's going to surge away.
The VS is here. They could have killed him.
Yeah, but she's not there. Like you said, she's still mid. She's still trying to pressure this lane a little bit and slow down the TA, but
it's really
not working.
It's too much. Because it's a Night Stalker, and what are you guys going to do against the TA?
Yeah, you don't have damage over time. You don't have enough auto attacks to remove the refraction. And here comes the smoke.
Yeah, it's a high level competitive play. You can't expect the TA to do something stupid.
There's the trap. There's the Burrow Strike coming out from net. This could be a Burst Blood. Light Strike ready to follow up. Now she leaves the middle lane. Now when he needs her, she's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
this boy. This is a well-timed gank right before the night phase. It's gonna be night soon.
We saw earlier today ganking after the night begins. This is when you want to do it, right before it starts.
This is the perfect timing for it.
MUFC, well, let's check the golden experience graph. Already 1,000 gold lead, over 1,000 experience lead, and they're up against a support with the Keeper of the Light who can farm very quickly in the jungle, but not able to pull ahead. They're behind right now.
The reason is because Darkseid has some farm at bottom and Magnus doesn't.
Yeah.
And the mid lane for MUFC is working better because based on the matchup, TA is always going to win against the Night Stalker. Oh, but he's not too far ahead. Look at the CS. I just noticed only 4 CS ahead.
It's still pretty close, but with that kill on the Night Stalker, I think Ohio's going to be fairly comfortable. He's got his phase boots up. That makes him much harder to kill.
You do expect the TAs to do better, but I think with the recent nerf on the refraction, it's actually pretty much harder. You have to use a lot more mana, and I think that's probably one of the reasons we see TA not doing too well against the Night Stalker already.
Yeah, they were also forced to commit a Sentry Ward here, and Ohio hasn't even taken a point in Meld, maybe because he saw that Sentry, just to make sure she can't Meld dodge out.
It's weird. I think it's a mistake. It's weird not to take a point in Meld. The side base doesn't really give you too much when you scale it up.
I mean, you still want it later on for the damage, even if you're not using it to dodge stuns. It's a little strange.
Yeah, it's definitely strange, and Ohio is noticing something is wrong, and he sends an illusion to the scout.
Yeah, he's scouting out the enemy jungle.
Samsung is so happy clearing all the stacks.
This is where Keeper of the Light. This is his idea of a party.
Oh, look at here, the darts here. 3 stacks.
And Just gonna get so much gold off of that. He's already up to level 6, and he's doing it at the right moment when the lanes push back. Not able to farm safely bottom, so just farm the stacks instead, being very efficient for lane.
This is the thing where when you pit the TA against the Night Stalker, Night Stalker can't really leave the lane because TA is constantly pressuring the lane and with the side blades and refraction. And
The
Mu
way
can't seem to find the timing to leave the lane and to start a gank.
And the best way to deal with this is to gank the TA, but they don't really have the right heroes to do it. Like you said, Vengeful Spirit can't do anything to the TA.
Yeah, there's no damage over time, and the refraction is just going to block the magic missile damage, block the void damage, and what do you want to kill TA with?
And she's got phase boots now, so you can't just run her down and auto attack her to death. So
Yeah, I think they're gonna try something here. Try to sneak in when the TA doesn't have refraction, use the silent on her void, then try to move in. That's the only way they can kill right now.
they're gonna try
gonna
for
try.
it. Meanwhile, top is getting pushed. Might see a
Yeah,
clash
they're
there.
trying.
There's the
Lane,
silence,
lane.
now the void, but the TP coming in from Sandcade. They're gonna have to back. They're not gonna be able to get this kill, and in fact, it could get turned around the other way, but Moo's gonna outrun them, and Long DD as well. Traps detonated, but too late. Meanwhile, top lane, Mag's only level 4. He's really quite a bit behind for it to be 9 minutes in. He's
but
really falling behind the
I
darks
think
here.
he's still gotten a lot of levels considering the fact that it's a Sand King Lina to dual support. He should be pressured even more than that. I think he should be already very happy of achieving a level 5 right now.
To be fair, they did gank.
Far worse. Yeah, they did gank the lanes.
And now they're on the move again. They want to kill off this anti-mage, I think, heading towards bottom. It's going to be a tough kill. But he is... They see this naked perseverance, and they just don't want him to rush the battle fury. This is a very greedy build, and they want to punish it. This is the most greedy battle fury you can go for.
He missed a lot of creeps as well. 62 last hits at 9.5 minutes.
That's what's... it's like... I think it's like 6.5 CS a minute. Here we go. Burrow Strike on Mu, but where's the follow-up? It's just the two
Silence.
supports. They got scouted out.
Silence. The Lina was silenced, that's why there was no follow-up.
Oh, even if there was, though, there were too many heroes, I feel, from the Radiant side already converging on this lane. They have 5 heroes bottom now. 4 heroes bottom, rather, as Magnus is top. Ohio's hiding inside Meld. He is taking a lot of damage. He's got Refraction, but he can't really just run away right now. He needs a little bit of help. Net's lurking, waiting for a Burrow Strike. Moo's gonna go on him instead, and there's another Silence Anti-Mage Monovoid, not doing much damage, but it looks like Net will fall. Now Ohio getting picked apart. He may drop too. He does get a kill. Now he wants to run away. Where's that Void? There's the Void. No mana for more Refraction. He's got the wand, actually. He's gonna wand up under the tower. No, not wanding up. Yeah, actually he did, sorry. And now, Burrow Strike onto How. How, still fighting. He's fighting with just the Perseverance. He has no items. Moo's diving. Everybody dropping low. Mag still forced to defend that top tower. They're fighting without the Mag. Lone Druid is getting a lot of farm, but that silence really messing things up. And also MUFC just having, Tongfu having so many heroes bottom. I think they had 4 when that fight started.
Yeah, they had all 4 heroes down there except for the Mag.
Really not, like you said though, the silence really well timed.
Yeah, the silence is really effective against heroes like that. That has to chain their stuns perfectly each other to ensure the kill. And one silence on the second chain stun, which was the Lina light strike away, and they couldn't kill one of the heroes.
Yeah, it's a combo, and if you mess up that combo timing, then it's just not nearly as effective. The other thing, Lina's got a pretty big cast animation. This is a long way to dive. Are they going to go for this? There's your silence. Now, looking for the Void. Light Strike right on top of herself. Missed time there. And now, Mu trying to run away. He's dropping low. The tower's going to bring him... Oh, not low enough, it looks like. There's another trap still chasing. Now back on the Long DD, who runs right into a Burrow Strike, into what should be his own demise, but it's only a level 1 meld. Doesn't actually hit as hard. Trap detonated from the high ground and slows the Venge. Wow, that trap did some work.
Very questionable why Long DD still decide to run in there, because
Yeah.
the Night Stalker was already out of it and he didn't need to sacrifice himself for the Night Stalker.
I gotta say, I mean, maybe a misclick, because he had no business being there.
Yeah.
He really didn't.
Yeah, Mu was already safe and sound. Unless Mu was in sort of danger, and it was understandable for him to try and distract and get the attention of Mu and to at least save the carry. But Mu was already out of harm's there. I don't understand why he would still try to dive in and distract the 2 heroes.
And now Ohio has his blink. Wow. 12
Oh,
minutes.
that's early.
That's a lot of pressure on his lane. That's why it's a pretty impressive blink.
Yeah, it's impressive. Really impressive. Because of the 2 kills as well. And the farm isn't that great, but the 2 kills that gave him the money.
Bottom
to do
lane
it.
onto the anti-mage. He's rushing the Battle Fury. He's gonna die big kill, but now they got to get out. In comes Mu. He's a Daystalker. No points in his ultimate. They do get one, but they may turn around on him. TA comes in, has the blink, unloads. Ohio is now going to look to chase down Mu here. The support's dead. The Anti-Mage died. And the Battle Fury, I think it was actually on the Courier to be delivered. It was. Wow, what a crucial time to kill him. First, the crucial kill on the Night Stalker right before the nighttime. Now the crucial kill on the Anti-Mage right as the Battle Fury comes out. MUFC are striking at exactly the right moment for every one of these core heroes.
Are they going to place wards here since they're already controlling the map? And they should be having wards right here. When they are trying to gank and control the enemy jungle, you should always have wards with your supports so that you could control the area here.
And they also,
or even here.
Where are you? Sorry, where are you looking?
The Dire jungle, yeah. Can you see it?
You have to tell me where in the jungle.
Not the Dire jungle, sorry, the Radiant. The
oh.
You place wards here or here.
Yeah, just to get that. You're saying for the Dire to have some good aggressive vision.
Yeah, when they are, look at that. Actually, he hears me.
Oh, there we go. Nice aggressive board. Sharky's up to a relic already, and Anti-Mage, sure, he's got the Battle Fury, but it's going to be much longer before he can contribute to the fights than the Lone Druid, and he's also still vulnerable to getting picked off. He's gotten some points in stats, but even so, that TA 1 meld crit is almost going to kill him by itself.
Yeah, he's really weak right now against the TA because of the Battle Fury Rush. You don't really get any stats to help yourself other than the stats he's skilled. It's really weak right now, and he has to be very careful not to get picked off so that he can make use of the Battle Fury to his fullest.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there. It looks like...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Mid lane, they're going in on Mu.
They're going to drag him down. They're going to drag him down.
No vacuum. I thought they would just go for the Burst Strike, but they want Long DD instead. Ion Shell, and then here comes the Mag. RP is going to catch them out, but can they burst on Ohio? He's the big DPSer. Sure, you get the Sand King, that's nice, but you got to kill Ohio. Now he's silenced. Maybe actually driven back off because of that. Ling, no surge for a few seconds. He's dropping low. He is still alive. And comes the TA into the fight, into Sangchain. Tanking the tower, had a regen rune, pops it back to full mana. And wow. Meanwhile, Sharky pushing, and he's out pushing Hao when it comes to that split push. The Lone Druid with the Relic is going to do much faster work on the towers.
He has his Radiance already, I think.
Oh boy, very fast Radiance. And they're also on the Dire side. They have TA, they have Lone Druid. We'd like to see that Roshan very soon.
He has it already, LD. Is this the fastest time? Or we had seen a faster one yesterday? It's 14 and a half minutes when he has it.
I don't think it's the fastest, but it is quite fast. I know some players... I think I've seen some players just rush it naked, not even get Tranquil Boots or anything like that. He
has the Tranquil Boots, yeah. He has Tranquil Boots and Radiance.
It's pretty fast considering. I don't know if it's fastest, but it's up there. It's a very impressive timing.
Any speed beyond 15 minutes, I mean faster than 15 minutes is already very fast.
Yeah, especially with the Tranquil Boots as well. And it looks like Ohio wants to go with Sangchang. He's really creating a lot of pressure, and I don't think they have sentries. Yeah, they don't, so he can just hide inside meld.
Sand King.
Here we go. Sand King with the Burrow Strike on the Sangchang, getting caught out. Now being melted down. And while this is happening, Lone Druid has arrived. They want to look to push bottom lane. And this tower...
This is the time where they take the towers, Radiance.
And the mech's about to come out on Darkseer. In fact, is it on the Courier? No, not yet.
They're taking a trade now. Tongfu is making a wise decision there. It's going to be hard for them to fight without the Keeper of the Light. The Radiance will just deter them too much, damage them a lot in the fights. They have to try to find a trade elsewhere. They can't defend this.
Haste Turn is going to be available top lane, and there is an RP now. Can they find that big opening, though? That's always the question.
Oh, Hao is so behind in CS right now. He needs to catch up.
It's harder for him to farm with that tier 1 falling top and bottom. The safe space for Hao is starting to be restricted just a little bit more. And this is before the Blink Dagger on the Sand King. Once he has that, it gets really, really tough for him to find openings to farm.
It's gonna be a while before he has a Blink Dagger.
Well,
and I think
it's probably gonna be like 5 minutes at least. Here we go.
I think could be more, depending on whether they win the combat.
Well, if they find kills, maybe not. Oh, whiffs the Burrow Strike. Uh-oh, now Nat forced to run away. The Bear's taking damage, soaking up the tower attacks. Meanwhile, the Mag gets picked off on the back end of play by Ohio. And do they look to go in here? Do they look to initiate? There's no Mag RP. Can he buy back for this? He can't. They're focusing. Sanction gets beat. Heels drop to this. No way out for him. Net gonna run away. Boy, that's one fast Scorpion. No, he's not. Mu comes in. And we'll clean him up. The Bear giving chase, backing off.
Breaking top lane.
He gets the tier 1, but he cannot join the fights mid, so doing the best thing he can.
Yeah, he's doing already the best he can, and considering that MUFC has the Radiance and the Silver pretty quickly. He's doing a good job at trying to split push, and he has to try to get more farm ahead of the Silver. At the point of the time, he needs really a lot more to do to help his team.
The mech is out. I would love to see MUFC go for that Roche soon. That second nighttime.
It's going to be another rush.
They've got like 3.5 minutes because it looks like Nightstalker did use his level 2 darkness, or maybe it was the level 1. No, I think it was the level 2.
It was the level 2, I think.
Yeah, so they've got a little while before this next nighttime. It's 2 p.m. now. That means about 3 to 4 minutes before that second nighttime begins.
6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock is daytime. It's 3 p.m. now.
Yeah, so 3 minutes. They have 3 minutes to do this if they want to. Well, a little bit less because he's got the ult coming off cooldown, but they could do it. It's an opening for them. Let's see if they go for it.
It's going to be hard because anti-mage will be constantly pushing right now. It's not the time for them to go for a rush. They have to find a pick-off first before they can go. Otherwise, they'll be giving up too much because anti-mage can push fast. And if they go for a rush right now, Tongfu heroes could push the other lanes and make them pay with at least two of the Tier 1 towers that are still remaining. And with anti-mage pushing, he could still damage a lot the Tier 2 tower at top.
I see.
So I think MUFC would want to find a better timing to go do the rush.
Well, if they're not rushing, they can be farming, and that's up to 900 gold, almost 1,000 here, so maybe not too far off the Blink Dagger at the rate he's going.
Yeah.
If he keeps on finding kills.
You're always right with the minutes when you say.
Well, as soon as I say that, he's going to die, and it's going to be like 3 minutes delayed, so then you'll be right, and I'll be looking silly.
Okay. He's finally on par with the Silver already. He's catching up with the Butterfree.
He's got the treads. He's getting close to that Yasha, most likely, is the next item. Here comes the smoke. Lina as well as Sand King heading towards bottom lane. They want to bait. It looks like they're hoping that Tongfu is going to dive on this. Or maybe they're going to push out. They can surge that Sand King into a Burrow Strike. So really, does he need the Blink Dagger? It's not a crucial item right now.
It's still better to have it so you can channel your epicenter from a safe distance. And I'm surprised that Ohio is opting for the BKB with the mag on the field. I thought he would be going for the Desolator so that he can kill the anti-mage easier.
Yeah, if he gets caught by that RP in the mid game, it's going to be tough to live.
It's just safer. It's just safer to get the BKB though.
But you do want that physical damage. You're up against the anti-mage.
I think they really need more damage now to kill them.
Yeah, that's a tanky lineup for Tongfu. The anti-mage, the lone, the Night Stalker, and the mag are all very naturally tanky heroes.
I want to point out a very cheesy move by XPDM. He placed the wards here, and he light strike the raid. He stunned the trees here so that he could walk over.
Where is here?
The high ground ward. He light strike away the trees here and he ran up here. Yeah.
Rather than going all the way around, which is more dangerous.
Yeah. Just want to point a smart little play that he did.
Because the reason you don't want to do this is if they come and gank you, it's a much harder to retreat. So, like you said, just a safer way to do it.
Yeah, it was just a very smart little play. You don't see many players do it very often.
And at this point, you don't really need the mana that badly. Top lane, they're going for more trades for Tongfu, and they're getting them. So the tier 2 is going to fall bottom. And they're going
to defend this. I think Tongfu is going to be really quick. They have to defend this. They have to come back.
No, they don't, because MUFC backs off. Oh, I don't know about this. Ling gets stunned, but it's a little too far to dive.
They have to back off. It's too dangerous, and Keeper alone can hold the lane bottom. So MUFC know that it's going to be a bad trade if they try to push bottom with the Keeper defending and anti-mage and his teammates pushing top. That was the wise thing to do to back off.
Yeah, in some other games, maybe Tongfu do have to back, but in this situation, the Keeper of the Light, the Kane of split push. even better, I would also say even better than the anti-mage in some ways. Because any carry can become very strong at split pushing with the Keeper on the side.
The recall is really important. No, they could do the rush right now. DD. Templar Assassin have DD. They're gonna go in now.
They're gonna do this real quickly, and there's no. What makes it worse for Tongfu? No vision.
No vision, and it's hard for them to go. They have to farm. They can't go and contest this. They have to just continue speed pushing. And Veronica almost has his dagger already.
They're coming. They're coming. Night Stalker has a BKB. It's still going to be tough to fight this. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be too late.
It's going to be very fast with the DD on the Alanaya.
Yeah, too late. Now the BKB up on Ohio. They do not want to engage on this. Sharky takes it. Sharky getting close to that Assault Cuirass.
I thought they would give it to Ohio because at the moment now he has a BKB. He's dealing a significant amount of damage as well. And Lonju is really tanky for them to aim.
Yeah.
They could have just given it to Ohio so that he could play more aggressive in the fights.
And also, the Lone Druid is more the hero that finishes you off. The TA is the one that's doing the bulk of the damage at this point in the game, so...
Yeah, if you die with the Aegis, it's pretty much, oh, even if you come back, you're gonna be screwed anyway.
Yeah, that's another great point. Oh, net stalking Moo. Moo's got to be careful here. He looks to be in a lot of trouble. He's got a BKB. He's getting body blocked. He might suspect that Net's here. He's got to know by now. They at least want to force out that BKB. He's not using it yet. Blinking for Ohio. Now the trap, but he actually BKBs in time. Is he going to be able to get away? Now he's TPing out. He's dropping low, though. He's dropping low. He just escapes before the meld cools down. That was really close. Yeah. He didn't want to use that BKB. He was being very stubborn about it.
No, I think he didn't notice Oyo. I think you're right with the timings. Sanking has a dagger right now. When did you say he was going to get his dagger?
I'm good for something, at least. If you ever need a calculator, you know who to call. The Lone Druid. It's funny, because I made some horrible math mistakes in our 1v1 tournament, but hey. Lone Druid, Assault Cuirass coming soon. He's going to have the Aegis.
He's gonna get caught out here. They know he's there. Oh,
he's not positioned very well. His hero should be over to the right more. He's gonna get completely caught. Sharky, not the most disciplined with the positioning, and he melts. And this is gonna be the Aegis down twice, most likely. Long DD's dropping low. In comes the Sand channeling Epi. There's your Burrow Strike, and he's just gonna melt everyone. Everybody explodes for both teams, really. 5 heroes drop. In a matter of seconds, the wall was thrown out there. Hal's gonna be assassinated. Oh boy, 4 heroes dead. What a Sand King play. Net throws away his own life to completely massacre the entire enemy side. Moo, the lone survivor.
They have to ditch there right after they killed the Aegis. Even though the VS got entangled, they just have to ditch him. It was just too greedy. I thought they would have backed off right there because there's still a tier 2 tower here, yeah. But it's gonna be, the backup is gonna be there soon.
And, you know, the other thing, I don't think they knew that Net had the blink, so maybe that's why they thought they could get away with it. But even then, it's still quite dangerous.
Yeah, even then, it's still very dangerous because Net could just search in, the Darkseid could search Net in to Burrow Strike and land maybe probably a 3 or 4 man Burrow Strike and channel his Epi with the Lina using the follow-up stun. It could still be deadly for MUFC even without the dagger. It's just very dangerous play by Tongfu there.
MUFC pulling ahead in this game, have not won yet by any means, but they've continued to slow down the anti-mage. What death is that for him? His second death, no kills. And Ohio, 6-0-3. And I gotta say, for Ohio, he's struggled in this tournament to have the kind of impact we've seen from him in online matches. But today, in this game, getting a hero like TA and having that good matchup 1v1 mid versus the Night Stalker, he's having a bigger impact this game. It's something that he had to step up to the plate. He's doing it here.
Yeah, and I think that overall even though in the lane he didn't win as much as he would have liked to have, only just a few CS ahead. Oh,
Sharky! Oh boy, no Admiral Bulldog dodge there. He gets skewered back in, but in comes the TA with the BKB. Long DD's gonna melt. That's a Burrow Strike on the mag. The RP is cooling down for 8 seconds. 8 seconds till that RP. He's gonna die before he gets it off. Now Moo, they finally get the Lone Druid, but was it worth the trade, Tongfu? I have to ask you. Now Laguna down. Wow, Tongfu is really pressing. These are kills they cannot give away. They were fighting without the RP, but I actually don't know how much it would have mattered. There wasn't really a good opening for a huge RP there.
I think they would think that it's okay, at least they killed the Silabear, but it was so dangerous. And you could feel Tongfu getting desperate. First there was the risky play here with the waiting for the Lone Druid to respawn of the Aegis, then there's a 3-man smoke, right? Did they smoke or they just walked in?
I think they did smoke, yeah.
Yeah, the 3-man smoke into enemy territory like that, and with the tier 1 tower up nearby, they just made 2 consecutive risky plays. And shows you that they are getting desperate.
Yeah, and you can't afford to get desperate in a situation like this. Tongfu are the ones that have to be more deliberate right now. MUFC are the ones who can be aggressive because they've got the blink, they've got the BKB on the TA, they have the tankier carry in the Lone Druid who's not as easy to burst down, and the carry that wants to fight. It's Tongfu who have to play the safe and patient, and they're not doing it.
Yeah, and Hao has also to be very careful because with the double blink on the Lanaya Sand King, they could kill him pretty easily if he gets caught out or he just farms a bit too cocky and he would die.
Well, there's no blink on Lina yet, but even so, I mean, just the Burrow Strike into the follow-up stun, that's going to be more than enough to bring him down.
Yeah, it's going to be enough. Look at the Lanaya, he has a decent amount of damage. He's 8-0 at the moment. 8-0.
And with the Crystallis, Anti-Mage is just gonna melt. He's actually not... He's not that tanky to the physical damage. I mean, he's still pretty survivable. He has decent agility gain, but you can bring him down. If you have the Lone Druid with the Assault Caress, if he gets an Entangle, if you're Burrow Striked and then a TA hits a big crit, Anti-Mage will die to that. He's not big enough yet. He needs, really, the Butterfly, at least, to be able to survive that, and...
He's vulnerable to the TA.
Yeah. He's
Very
prey for her
vulnerable.
right now. I wouldn't say she's a natural predator, but he is prey for her right now.
Yeah, because natural predator has to be more effective than this. It's more like the Doom against Storm.
Yeah. That's a natural predator.
Yeah, now they have to be really safe, and there's no vision, not much vision about MUFC. They have to get more vision on the map to know where they could play more aggressively right now. Do they have a gem?
No gem for either team just yet.
Just sentries.
MFC are going to have a pipe soon, and then I wonder, do they wait for anything else? Veronica could get caught by a blink stun here. They're not going to go in, though. They don't want to get counter
because of the lack of vision. MUFC is playing very, very safe right now. They don't have much vision, and you don't want to make a bad decision because of lack of vision, and it costs you the fight.
Oh, a little bit of a pause here. I guess maybe a pink spike, although it's settled down, and the unpause comes out. We'll resume very quickly. It's been a long day for the players at this point.
Yeah. What is... Is he going for Heaven's Halberd?
Who?
Oh no, maybe just Scepter. Moo.
I think it's the eggs. He really...
Actually, Heaven's Halberd is pretty decent. Helps him against the Lanaya and
the bear.
the Thinner Bear. And you could use a disarm on these two heroes.
He does...
Because usually it goes for a Scepter, you start out with a Point Booster.
That's true.
Oh yeah, he's going for the Heaven's Halberd.
Well,
He has a Sanch
he's
upgrade.
also... the TA's not going for an MKB. Maybe the Lone Druid will on the bear, but even then, that's going to take a while to come out.
He can go for the MKB as well, the TA, after that.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I think he will complete his Daedalus first.
That TA is just... It's not going to be a fun game anymore for all these supports. And they actually just smoked, but they've already dewarded. They're going to head towards mid. Veronica's got his level 2 RP up, but it doesn't look like they're going to find an opening because the push is actually coming in top.
They need to create more space for Hao at the moment. Hao is just too afraid to push the towers because they can kill him very easily. You can see him, he's just being very cautious every time he tries to push. If he doesn't know where's the Sand King, where's the Lanaya. When the Sand King's on the map right now, you can see it. Sand King's middle.
Oh, they're baiting Ohio. This is a bait. There's some backup here. And the trap detonated.
Oh.
Long DD swapping Sanction into the fight. Sanction says, what you doing to me? And here comes Ohio. Big auto attacks. He hasn't BKB'd yet. He didn't BKB yet. Now, looking to TP away his move. Hal's about to go high ground bottom lane, and the Vengeful Spirit is going to fall. The two supports just get rolled over, but they will be forced back by Hal, the split push.
Sansa won't be too happy about that.
Because both of them died anyway. Yeah, that's a questionable one. Actually, Hal's going in, but Ohio is a VKB. I don't know. He's taking some decent damage from the creeps. No, he'll be forced back.
Well, I thought he was going to try to kill. He could have killed Ohio there because Ohio didn't have mana.
Yeah, he didn't BKB right away. He used it late.
No, I mean he could have still, when he was hiding in the top lane.
Top lane, Sharky's silenced, and then they're chasing. Here's the epi. It's a trap, says Net, but is it enough of a trap, actually? Moo will drop. Now Hal, forced to run away. Laguna, more justice administered. Net's got a burrow strike in 3 seconds. Actually, not going to get it off. That's a big Mono Void. Hal could really turn this fight around. He may be able to get another kill. Freedom forced to TP away. I hear Avenge, but she's actually just sitting over here, not fully engaging. Oh man, if Hal, that's the one thing these supports have to be careful about. You don't want to get separated from the pack. That's what Anti-Mage wants. He wants you to get separated and then just isolate you, pick you off.
They're pinging the rush. They know the rush is coming up already, and MUFC has to go for it.
And who will they give it to this time? Will it be that TA?
Oh, I think giving it to the TA is much better because he's just so big right now, and it gives him more freedom to move around the fights. He's more confident with the Aegis. He can just dive in and try to solo kill the supports.
MUFC, it's a decent lead at this point in the game. It's not enough to say that they're winning this game. It's still pretty close, and you still have to worry about those big RPs with the empowered Anti-Mage cleaving through your entire team. I don't know. It's a game that hangs in the balance still. MUFC, a must-win game. For anyone just tuning in, this is a tie-break match. This is not a regular group stage match. Group B, we had a three-way tie, and MUFC, they lost their first tiebreaker match to Vici Gaming. Vici Gaming's 1-1, Tongfu is 1-0. So if MUFC loses this game, they're knocked out, and it would be Vici Gaming in third place, Tongfu in second. If they win this game, then it's a three-way tie all over again, so a lot at stake here.
When you go to games like this, you really have to trust how to make all the better decisions, and hopefully he will be able to carry and split push their way to victory.
They're getting a lot of big items up on the supports for MUFC. I think that's where the goal difference is.
I think he should be getting a butterfly right now. It really helps him a lot against the anti-mage, against the Lanaya and the Silabe.
Yeah. It does. Of course, the splash isn't going to be helped by that, but the direct attack.
Net was running away there.
It's going to hoof it out of there. Link scouting this out, and there's a gem up I want to point out. On the Dire side, Net has it. I guess he was dewarding. That's why he got caught out a little bit.
Do they have sentry? Why are they? They're like passing by the invis Link.
No, Link's just... I don't think they know he's here. He's just...
Oh, they have a sentry. They have a sentry to just get a sentry.
Oh, the keeper. He's just... What's he easier for? Normal, I think just normal dewarding maybe. Mid lane, they're jumping on a long DD. There's your meld, and there's your auto attacks from Ohio. Long DD melds. Godlike for Ohio. Boy, he's stepping up to the plate. Meanwhile, top lane, Anti-Mage Manny up against Lone Druid. He gets entangled, though. This might be enough to bring him down. He's going to be very, very low. He will get away. Needed a secondary entangle. Doesn't get it. They could detonate the trap. I think he can just keep on blinking his way to freedom, and he will do so. Now TP's out. Now TP's out. Should be okay. Close one, though.
What if he TP'd in? He blinked into Centaurs, and the Lone Druid was near enough to aggro the Centaur storm.
That would be the saddest way to die. That would be the... That anti-fun would not be having very much fun. And they go in on mid. Keeper like gets assassinated. The Siege Breaker Ohio is coming in. Ion Shell burning down Sangchain. But the bear actually gets...
What happened?
Did it get... Blinding lighted back, I think?
No, he returned it as well.
Oh, he returned it. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't really far enough, I guess, to be a blinding light.
They're going for the Roche now.
They get the tier 2, and can Tongfu even fight this?
How is going to have his butterfly in another minute? I hope my calculations is correct.
Oh yeah, he definitely should at this rate. But during that minute, MUFC are going to get Roche.
Yeah, they can't fight the Roche.
And the Bear's going for an MKB, so they're going to have one soon. Ohio's lurking. He's got a Daedalus and a double damage rune. He hasn't used the double damage yet. He could just assassinate everyone if they're not careful. The expectation is they're going to walk towards the Roche pit right now. But Tongfu are nervous. They don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's going to be dangerous here to fight against the Ducks here.
They're forfeiting the Roche.
And DD Templar Assassin. It's not like... They're making the wise decision right now. Just forfeit the Roche.
Again to Sharky?
Farm wherever lanes they can. Why they're still giving it to Sharky? I don't understand. TA is dealing so much damage right now.
He's so very, very tanky. And also, TA's a hero that just jumps into the middle of the fight. Lone Druid, he sort of skirts on the sidelines. He lets the bear go in first. It's very strange.
Yeah, he's always very safe for the hero. He wouldn't be in any harms anyway, so why not give the Aegis to someone that's fighting near the front lines, which is the Templar Assassin?
Maybe Sharky's just saying, I want the Aegis, I want the Aegis. I'm not sure. Hey, this is a big tournament. He really shouldn't be. Butterfly up on the anti-mage like you mentioned. And, oh, by the way, another 1,200 gold. Boy, does he farm quickly. Ohio comes in with a double damager and does miss. I want to see how much damage he does with those crits.
But this is a time where if MUFC tries to push, Hao has to be very near the towers, the Tier 3 towers, to make them pay for every five-man stick to push attempt. And the Keeper of Light should be able to deter and slow them long enough for Hao to deal a lot of structural damage to them.
The nice thing for Hao is maybe this is a game where you don't have to get those Boots of Travel. You have the Keeper of the Light. Perhaps you can just rely on him to bring you back.
You can keep your power shades.
We'll see.
Every bit of attack speed helps him to backdoor the tower right now.
It is an issue if this game goes later, because Lone Druid, well, he's 12 slotted, and also there's a secondary carry who does more damage than anyone on Tongfu, and that's the TA.
Oh, he's going to send in
the gems on the Sand King, the smoke's about to be revealed. Long DD's going to get caught, he gets Burrow Strike. Long DD gets picked off again. Boy, ever since they made that shift with the drafting, with who's been drafting, he's been playing support. He has just not been in the right places.
And even the Furion game before, he was just like not being efficient. Oh, top lane, top lane.
Top
Are they gonna
lane,
get
they
this?
won Ohio, but Ohio actually jumps in with the BKB. Now he TP's out. Will there be the Mono Void?
no.
There is the Mono Void. Cancels
Oh.
the TP. Hides inside Meld. I don't know if they actually had detection for him. They didn't. He could have probably hit him there, but he didn't. Now he drops. That's a godlike streak. He'll buy back. That's a
Run.
huge kill. And now in the back lines.
They have to run.
Here comes Nat. Here comes Nat. They're trying to run, like you said. Hao and Moo trying to get the hell out of here. Mid lane. Sharky's just chilling. Microing the courier, trying to get his MKB online. It will come out. Well, they force out the buyback from TA. They get out safely, and the BKB was blown. A big pickoff.
That's a very big kill there. Very big kill there because he was on a godlike
They
streak.
might be able to pick off Sharky. He's got to run right now. Okay, he'll get out. That's the other thing I don't like about giving him the Aegis is if he dies once, he's dying twice because he's probably getting caught split pushing anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was very...
Oh, how? Gets swapped away. Nice swap. There's your RP. The wall, though, used to counter a little bit in this fight. And which one's going to win, RP or wall? Anti-Mage can't fight this Angry Bear. He's driven back. And on the other side, Ohio gets caught again. He just used buyback. He's dead forever and a day. He's dead for 80 seconds. And Tongfu, MUFC have to run after that. God, give him the Aegis. Give him the Aegis.
We've been saying this for the first ages. Give him the ages. Give him the ages.
Now,
And-
hindsight's 2020, but really, he should have it at this point.
Oh,
Next time, I think they will. I think they will give it to him as Sharky surfs his way down bottom. He actually looks like he's galloping. Bears don't move like that, or do they? I don't know. Maybe they do, but it looks very odd. It looks like he's on a surfboard. Yeah, I don't think a bear can actually support itself with its hind legs like that. That's not... Valve, Dota 2 unrealistic. Please fix. Thank you. They're gonna breach high ground though. They know he's dead for 30 seconds. There is a glyph. They will have to use it. The wall's cooling down 30 seconds for that as well. And they may lose Rax, so they're gonna be forced to try and base trade, but I don't know if Sharky can do this quickly enough. Never mind, maybe he can. Glyph already blown by MUFC. Now the Rax will fall. Can Tongfu get 2 off of this? 10 seconds till that TA's back up.
TP.
Bottom lane, the TP is coming out. He's not gonna get Rax. He's sticking around for it. He's got the Aegis, but he might die twice.
Yeah, TP got cancelled.
Oh, the TP got cancelled in the base, though. Wasn't the right move to cancel that TP because now Lane's being driven away. He will survive. TA's back in action. So they trade 1 Rax for 1 Rax, 1 for 1. RP still on cooldown. He wants to go mid. I don't think he can actually trade for this. Anti-Mage is still fighting. It looks like they stopped him from getting away to safety there. His TP might have been cancelled as well. Or was he the one that got cancelled?
NFC cancelled 2 TPs right there. 2 TPs.
Wow, 2 TPs cancelled. What a big play by them. So they trade Rax. I honestly thought that was going to go worse for MUFC, but they get the Rax, the trade, which at this point, considering that the TA was dead for 80 seconds,
It was
not
definitely
bad.
better for MUFC because they had the TA down.
It
The
shows
TA
you.
was dead and they managed to trade Rex. That was very good for them.
It shows you, even with the BKB, TA can, like you said, if she gets caught in an RP, she's pretty much dead. Even without the RP, Anti-Mage attacks so quickly with his illusions that the refraction isn't there really that useful. And sure, you're not getting mono burn, but just the raw damage from the Battle Fury on the main hero, the butterfly illusions, you die quickly
Okay.
anyway.
Look at how he sold. He sold his offering. He got a Skull Basher and he bought a BKB. He's changing all his items.
But what do you think about this? So we're seeing item changes. Are they the right item changes this game?
I don't think he needs the offering anymore. It's fine. One of his teammates can get it later on. Oh yeah, it's already up on Mu. It's already up on Mu.
When it gets to these base trade scenarios, it turns into man fights a lot of times. You know, the smaller engagements. Sure, we could see one team group up as 5, but for both teams, they have heroes that want to split push. The Lone Druid, the TA, the Anti-Mage. These are the 3 main ones. And so as a result, getting the Basher, he can start to find... He can find pickoffs, and he can maybe even 1v1 a hero like the Lone Druid.
He wants to join the fight and being able to join the fight and split push at the same time. That's why he's getting the BKB. He wants to come and help his teammates. He doesn't want another base trade anymore. He feels that this is a time for them to win the 5-on-5 clashes because he's already quite big, and once he gets his Abyssal up, it's going to be a dead TA every fight.
Yeah, look how fast he attacks. That's refraction gone in like a second, maybe 2 seconds. 0.43 attacks per
1.5.
second.
1.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a lot. Oh boy.
He's attacking so fast.
MUFC, they haven't won this one yet. They can't get overconfident. Roche is coming up in 4 minutes. It's time to see that delicate dance.
Delicate dance.
It's not. I guess it's not very delicate. We have a lot of lumbering beasts in this game. The Magnus, the Lone Druid, the Night Stalker. Maybe not very delicate at all.
Okay, I think he's gonna save for buy right here at this point, or he's just gonna be very confident and going to use up all his gold to buy the Abyssal.
So offering is now up on Moo. Like you mentioned, they could get someone else to pick that up, and this is where the late game Venge could start to make an impact with Swap, and more importantly with the Aura.
Yeah,
Could give you a lot of extra
Swap
damage.
is really crucial in the late game. If you save one of your core carries from death, that's really going to be game changing, or even helps you guys win the battle.
How's gonna have his Abyssal soon? Let's see.
He's gonna be more useful than the Lina at this point, really.
Yeah, Lina, well, she's got the Laguna Blade, but really, what is... Maybe if Venge gets caught with a Ghost Scepter out, but otherwise, you're just not going to do much with that. And the Bear's getting ganked mid. Moo's on the hunt. Nope. A little too tanky.
Bear's getting ganked again.
MUFC,
I like it,
boy, they've lost all their momentum.
I think Hao's gonna get his Abyssal. I think... Oh no, he's not. Oh yes, I think maybe. Yeah, he's heading over. He's heading over right now.
He wants it. He wants that Abyssal. No, he doesn't. Saving for buyback.
Still playing very safe right now. I think if he gets his BKB off all the time, it's not very likely that he will die in the fights. They don't have lockdown for him.
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised Veronica isn't more farmed. He's only got 86 CS. We're 43 minutes in. Like, a lot of mags would have a refresher by this point, but he's always been trying to fight this game.
They're always sticking together and playing very safe, giving all the farm to Hao. That's one of the reasons why he's feeling so poor right now. Oh, are they gonna go now? Top lane? 5-man top.
Roche is about to spawn, pressuring this top. Well, not just yet, but soon.
Yeah, they could just make MUFC go back and defend it and move to Roche.
Yeah, and maybe they'll wait a wave or two to do it. To back off.
But they do have to make it quick because the creep base at bottom is gonna push because they don't have Rex there.
I like this diagram you drew. And people say I get a little carried away.
Okay, how? What are you gonna do here? Are you gonna go for the rush?
I'm disappointed, man. I wanted to see that Divine Rapier.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
And
silly.
Whoever loses here is going to be well, for Tongfu, they still get a second shot if they lose here, but MUFC they can't really.
They want to rest. The playoffs, the round of 6 playoffs, according to the schedule on the GameFi website, is tomorrow, and it's early too. It's that 14:30 SGT time slot, which is 2:30 p.m. And what time is it there now? It's already what, 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's almost 2 a.m.
So it's only 12 hours away, unless they change the schedule, or unless that's wrong, which means you don't want to have to play another round of tiebreakers before tomorrow. You definitely just want to win this game.
I don't think they can change the schedule because it's TV schedule.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And in which case, you gotta win here.
Yeah, this is the fight that will decide the game.
Oh, Moo, he's charging in. There's the Roshan dropping low, picked up by Sharky again. Not the TA. Anti-Mage slicing and dicing, going to work on Sharky. Sharky's dropping low. He's forced staff to the high ground by Freedom. Freedom keeps him safe. There's your RP. It only catches the Lone Druid with the Aegis, though. Now the Epicenter, and how? Getting chains done, getting focused. He does a buyback, but he's forced to blink away. He's going to go try to split push bottom immediately, I think. No, actually going to lifesteal up on the H hits. No, not.
Oh.
Just straight towards the bottom lane, but it's already pushing in.
He's not going to do a 2-2. He's not going to do a 2-2.
So there's no RP right now. There's no wall. But can MUFC just go and push?
Yeah, I think they can right now. They're going to do it. They don't want the RP to be up again. The only thing Tongfu can do right now is the Illuminate to slow it down. But I think they'll just use their pipe and just run up.
So Sharky, he took the cheese as well. This guy's greedy, man. He's really freaking greedy.
He's leaving nothing for Ohio.
Yeah. He catches like 20 salmon and he eats them all himself. Just give me one, Ohio says. And there's no split push. There's no time for it. There's no RP, although Maga is coming back. And whoops, that's definitely a big misclick. The Bears taking a lot of damage. Ohio in the front line's a little bit too far out for my taste. He gets mono leaked. He's not going to do a whole lot. There's your vacuum. Moo is going to work. In comes the Sand King, but the Burrow Strike does absolutely nothing there because the BKB was up on the Night Stalker. Now focusing Ohio. Mono Void to bring him down. I think he's got buyback. He'll buy back immediately. Ling getting picked off. And Ling, can he buy back? He can, but he's not just yet. House driving everyone away. And Net forced to back off. And is this going to go back all the other direction?
Yeah, they're going to push right away.
The RP is going to be up in 20 seconds. The glyph for
Abyssal
MUFC.
first. Is he gonna get an Abyssal before they push? Or no?
I think he's got buyback. Let's see, how much reliable gold? 2,800? So yeah, he should have. He has Abyssal and buyback.
You have to do the match.
I think so. I think.
Your calculators might be
Let's
wrong.
see how much. Let's just see how much he has left. 2,800, and yeah, all reliable, so he can buy back. And Keeper of the Light can bring him right into the fights as well. That's
He
something
doesn't
very
have to worry
important.
about the boost of travel. He can just keep his power trades.
It takes one big RP for Tongfu to win this game. One big wall could be very painful. I think not as much, just because Tongfu's got ridiculous cleave, but still could be a game changer.
And the BKB also negates the wall.
Yeah, so we're not going to see the anti-mage unless he gets caught.
He needs to be very safe and as long as he doesn't take too much risk, I think he should be always fine. He shouldn't be able to get caught.
You know, one thing that I'm a little concerned about for MUFC, they don't have a Hex, and Darkseer at 48 minutes in. Normally you'd see one coming out soon, but he's gotten the Vlads. Does he have something on the courier? No. So.
Yes, 2.8k.
Yeah, so he's not going to be able to go for one.
They have to use. They could use a good hex right there from him, but he's gonna be. I think he was. Did he buy back the fight before? I don't think he should be.
Yeah, he did. I think it's a little premature.
Yeah, he should be using his money right now. I don't know why he's saving it. Probably he just doesn't know what to buy, either a Shiva or a Hex.
Oh man, it's MUFC just can't really leave their base right now. And Anti-Mage is lurking in the wings. Here comes the cavalry. The backup is here.
And T-Mage is the king right now with the Abyssal.
Yeah, even the Lone Druid stands no chance to him.
No one can fight one-on-one with him, even the Lanaya.
And
Lanaya doesn't have
also he's got the aura and empower, so he hits like, I don't know, twice as hard.
What happened to Lanaya's gold? Did he buy something?
I'm not sure, but BKB forced out by How. He's going to focus on the racks. There's a swap in. Ling gets silenced. Ling gets focused down. He will drop. Now Long DD on the way out here. In comes the Night Stalker. He's getting entangled. But with the evasion, it seems like, no, never mind, there's the MKB, so that's not going to help him. He's dropping low. He's trying to live epicenter. Doing decent amount, but it's a big RP. And How is cleaving, slicing, dicing. That late game AM. That late game How. Too strong. I think that's the end for MUFC. They tap out. How does it? But really, it wasn't just How. Long DD started the fight well. Wow, MUFC go home.
That was the biggest RP of the game.
What a time for a big RP. Veronica in the clutch.
He wasn't having too much of a good RPs before, and he did one when he mattered the most.
Winter.
This is one thing that... Yeah?
Could you have foreseen this? Going to these tiebreakers, and actually MUFC being the ones who don't advance. Vici Gaming are going to the playoffs. MUFC are going home.
Yeah, I thought VG Gaming would be the ones that are going home.
I gotta say, I really like MUFC. I like a lot of their players. I am a bit of a fan of theirs. But Tongfu, they deserve this win. They played better than MUFC. MUFC, some crucial mistakes in the mid-game. Kept on giving the Aegis to the Lone Druid. I feel that was really one of the big factors that cost them.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they are not giving it to Ohio, because he's the one closer to the front lines, and Lone Druid doesn't... In all the fights, he's so hard for the enemy team to aim him because he's standing behind and just his Spirit Bear hacking away at enemy heroes. He's always so safe, and it's no point that you give him the Aegis when Lanaya needs it more than him.
Wow, what a tough loss. And now the Chinese stream is working. So guys, we'll have the highlights for you all. That wraps it up for Group B. I haven't updated the standing slide just yet, but it's IG who finished first. They're seeded directly into the semifinals. Tongfu, second place for this group. And it's going to be Vici Gaming, the upstarts. The pub stars played like stars when it counted today. Only dropping that one game to Tongfu. And they move on. MUFC are going home. It's a tough day for fans of MUFC out there. They were the lone true foreign representative, unless you want to count LGD International as one, which, hey, they're playing with Chinese training conditions, so it's like half and half.
You still can't count them.
You can't count them, yeah. So that's those training conditions really make a difference. Guys, I'm LD. If you enjoy my casting, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all/LD Dota. More importantly, though, I was joined here by the lovely Winter. If you like Winter's casting, if you want to learn more from him, he streams, he's educational, he's funny, he's a pretty swell guy. Twitch.tv/Winter, Facebook.com/Winter.Dota, and last but not least, Twitter.com/DotaWinter. Finally, I will make a simple plug. If you enjoy our casting, if you want to support Beyond the Summit and allow us in the future to hopefully hopefully run our own tournaments that are as amazing as the G League. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. It comes with some nice benefits, and it goes a long way to support us. You don't have any ads. You get access to some cool subscriber icons, but most importantly, just helps us to increase our production quality for the future. And if you don't want to do that, consider disabling ad block, or if you'd like to donate directly, you can do so. Or not donate, but tip us, rather, directly, I should say. But thanks for tuning in either way. We love you guys. We hope you enjoyed G League group stage action. The playoffs loom. It's the round of 6 next. We'll let you know what the matches will be for tomorrow. But for now, that wraps it up for today's coverage of the G League. MUFC go home from Group B. A shocker here over in China, really. And, well, on that note, guys, have a great day. We're going to get some rest, but we'll come back tomorrow bright and early. In really just about 12 hours. 12 hours and 30 minutes. Tomorrow's cast will begin. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.